Perfect. We're live. And today I wanted to invite one of my coaching clients, Steven Lage, from Connecticut. Today we wanted to discuss his journey in real estate, how he got where he is right now, his coaching experience, the market. So I'll turn it to Steve and ask him to tell a little bit about yourself, something outside of just real estate. Tell me where you're from and how your life look like outside of real estate.
Well, there's a lot of life outside of real estate, I guess. I have two children, 14 years old daughter, Sienna. I have 11-year-old son, Jax. I was born and raised here in Southern Connecticut. So I was born in Bridgeport, lived there for 21 years. Now my family and myself, we live in Trumbull. It's where my real estate office is as well. I have a wife of 21 years. And yeah, that's sort of where we're at. As far as real estate is concerned, I've been an agent for 21 years. Um, I am partners with my mother. She's been an agent since I was born 46 years ago. So I sort of grew up in the industry. So real estate has been a part of my life, all of my life.
Oh wow, 21 years.
Yes,
That's
sir.
that's a long time.
It is a long time, but it goes by fast.
Well, let's go back 21 years ago. Share with us what surprised you when you just entered into real estate world. What was something that you didn't expect from this?
Well, I mean, it's first of all, it's a lot of work, so you wake up every day. There's not a boss really over your shoulder telling you exactly what to do, when
Right?
to do it, how to get business. You do have a broker, you do have a manager, but I mean, basically, it's all up to you. Your income is not limited except for your effort. So you sort of get out what you put in. So it was a lot of work. I was very fortunate again to be partners with my mother. And when I started, I joined her as a team. So I was again very fortunate to do that, but not everybody has that opportunity.
Yes, I agree. Continuing family business was something that was just a blessings. Well, and with these blessings, let's go deeper into your local market. So, when you look at your local market, what do you see that most people miss?
Yeah, so here locally in Connecticut, especially here in Southern Connecticut, prices are still climbing. We're probably, depending on the town, 5 to 10% increase in values year over year this December.
Right?
Where other parts of the country they are seeing downturns, or they're seeing a slower market, higher inventories, more of a shift to a buyer's market. So there are people here that see national news and hear that the market is shifting, but in reality, here locally, it really has not shifted. We're still the same we have been for the last few years. Perhaps we don't have 30 showings within the first week and 10 offers, but the reality is homes are still selling. They're still selling at record high numbers every day. So for the time being, the market is pretty much going to stay the same. And as a matter of fact, so projections are that Connecticut has two of the hottest markets projected for next year. So Hartford and New Haven. So those are two of our biggest metros, Hartford being the capital and New Haven being the third largest city. So for the time being, it is still most definitely a seller's market. It's still most definitely very low inventory. Buyers have a little bit less competition, but it's still, again, it's definitely a seller's market here.
Which is great news. While the whole entire country kind of shifting back and forth, you're more in a stable market, and I think it's an advantage compared to other markets. But let's get a closer look, and let's find out how the business actually finds you today in this market.
So, I mean, we have the advantage of been, working for a long time. My mother, even before the 21 years I've been with her. So most of our business is through past client and client referrals, which is obviously most probably the bulk of any real estate agent's business that has been in the business for a while. If you do a good job for somebody, they come back and use you again, or they refer you to people that they know and trust. So that is the bulk of our business. Also obviously nowadays through social media, if you post your real estate activities and what you do on a daily basis and show people that what you're doing, and you could show a value to people that don't already have an agent that they're going to use, they potentially can reach out to you and use you directly.
While providing clients fantastic service like you always are, is the sign of success. Yes, it's not just about getting leads, but also converting leads and delivering the results so they come back to get more. So talking about your experience in the past, can you think of the breakthrough moment or the moment that really changed your life in real estate? Maybe a transaction that really made the difference.
I mean, I really can't think of a single transaction that made a difference. I mean, the first one was great, not that I remember, but there's sort of ups and downs, right? I mean, there's real estate can be a very challenging business, and to be honest, I don't really dwell on the wins, so to speak, but there's sometimes the fails or the times that you didn't succeed are the ones that sort of stick around with you, and not clients that were upset about you. Sometimes there's things that are out of your control that clients get upset about, things that happen with the other side of the transaction that get people upset, but it's more so things that you maybe could have done differently, that maybe the transaction would have turned out a different way.
Yeah, learning from your own mistakes. That's
Absolutely.
huge. That's huge. And that is the character that you present to your clients. If even something's not going right, you're catching it at the early stage and you make the changes, and then you serve your clients to the highest level possible. And that's why I come back to you for 21 years, right?
Yeah. And we're grateful that they do, yes.
All right. Well, and talking on this topic a little further, Steven, if you would met yourself 5 years ago, right when the pandemic started, what would you advise to yourself?
Don't panic, I guess, right? It's going to be definitely a different market, but it will be a market where you can find success, because obviously, like every other agent, we didn't anticipate that, we anticipated business was going to come to a complete stop. I mean, if you can't even come into contact with people, how are you going to sell people houses? But obviously that wasn't the case. We're almost 6 years removed from COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But at that time, myself and any other agent just tell them not to panic.
Right.
Continue working hard, continue providing value to your clients, and that's really it.
Yeah, like pretty much in every market changing all the times, and general public typically reacts to it. And our job as real estate professionals, supplying the public with the true facts about what is happening. And you're absolutely right. The pandemic was a huge disaster, but it all ended up pretty well, right?
Yeah. In the end, we learned some different things, but in the end, it did work out fine.
All right, beautiful. So to wrap this up, if someone resonates with your story, wants to connect, what is the best way to connect with you?
So you can visit our website through thelageteam.com, and that's Lage is Lage, so the Lage team. You could also call me directly. I'm glad to help any and every agent that is looking for advice. So my number is 203-521-7757. And again, I'm here in Southern Connecticut in Trumbull. So that's the best way to reach out. All
right. Well, thank you so much for meeting with me today. It was a pleasure talking to you. I'll see you at the next coaching call.
Absolutely. Thank you, Roman. Have a good one.
You too.